Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode, to another Life Q&A. I'm very excited about today. Is another Saturday with beautiful weather. The sun is there. Do not blame me because I'm from Canada. I'm from Montreal, and it's been very cold. It's like minus 20 here, Celsius, and was really cold and a lot of snow. So when we see the sun, we're like, wow. But those who are really enjoying their time, some people here who are in Las Vegas or Nevada, some people who are in Florida, some people who are in the South, they're enjoying the weather. And I hope you guys are really enjoying the rest of the day. And I hope you guys having enough of plans. I hope you have enough of actionable steps that you're going to take to improve your business today. And I hope you guys are doing anything just to be able to supplement your income, whether it's doing retail online arbitrage, whether you are doing some few things that are a few things, side hustles all the time. It's really important. I believe every time that I'm very good at private label, and I have very successful brands on Amazon with private label, but nothing like the hustle with retail arbitrage or flipping products or flipping any physical product or shoes or anything like that. It's really it really makes you keep you hustle, and everything is really nice, and it's really good thing when you learn a skill. It's really very easy for you to get back to it or fall into it. So that's why I say investing in yourself and your knowledge and learning things and new things all the time is going to help you in your future experiences or future situations or future plans that you have. Trust me, always come back and you'll be able to apply whatever you learned in your real life, no matter what is the business is. Trust me, even in negotiating, even in buying a house, even in anything that you do is going to help you. This kind of skills that you learn. But that's been said, today we're going to be very I'm going just to answer questions today. I don't have a topic for you that I'm going to cover. I think you have seen enough of my face last Wednesday, and we talked about how to rank on Amazon, how to launch your product successfully, and I showed with you the case study that we had. I think we had really good feedback from it. It was really intense. There's a lot of information. I hope you guys just go ahead and watch it back again. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it, or I try to link it on the description here on this video, because I really think you should know that and try to work on it. I know it's a lot of information, a lot of steps, a lot of skills you need to implement them, but works toward them, and I promise you, you will be good. Now we have Audrey says, "Happy Saturday, everyone. I'll be watching later." Thank you so much, Audrey. You're a true giant. You're always here and you always check in, even if you're on your way to work. So thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything that you do for Amazon FBA Giants. I appreciate you so much. At the same time, we have Gene. Gene, how are you, Gene? Long time no see. Where have you been? I missed you. Reach out to me. Let's talk a bit, because I know we still have one meeting that we need to do. So please reach out to me and let's see how you're doing, because that's a long way that we haven't spoken. So please check in and let's do it. At the same time, we have Martin DeGroot says, good morning to you as well. Story says, good morning, Saad. I'll be watching while booking my ASD trip. Yes, I'm very excited about the ASD trip and Prosper Show. So basically, that's going to be in March on 20th, the week of the 20th. It's really it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be there. I'm going just to go to the ASD. I have a few shows that I'm going to attend, and it's going to be awesome. I think it's really important. I'm not here to push anything. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just going there for myself to look for suppliers, to look for product ideas, and to network. And I think the thing that we haven't done a lot, and I think a lot of things that we underestimate, is your network is your net worth. And I never understood. I mean, I understood it, but I never applied it or never paid attention a lot to it. But trust me, you're like one contact away from making a big improvement in business, or you are one contact away from really having explosion in your product research, or profits, or expanding your product, or expanding your brand, whatever it is. It's really, really important to network. I know it's expensive. I know that means, hey, lodging, trip, flights, maybe car rental, everything that comes with it. But trust me, it's really, really important. And that's something that I'm going to do this year, which is I'm going to focus on. That's why on the 28th of this month, February, I'm going to San Francisco to speak in Solid Growth Summit. And actually, we're giving one few tickets away for that Solid Growth Summit. So you have the link in our group. Go ahead and click it, and hopefully you'll be able to win one ticket. At the same time, I'm going to the ASD, and hopefully have multiple shows that I would like to connect with other same-minded people and who are really much smarter than me, and just try to learn and try to improve, because you're gonna hit a moment where you think you're the shit, and I'm sorry about it. You're nothing. You're zero. No matter how much information you have, you always need to. I always love when I go to a room and I'll be the dumbest person. I think that's really helps a lot, because you'll be able to learn. But if you think you're the best one, I know everything, you're not learning nothing, And that's something I needed to really teach myself, how to listen and stop talking. Just stop blah 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 and listen more. Listening, it's really, really important for us to absorb information and to let people talk. Because trust me, anybody who has information, if you talk to them, they want to teach you. They want to teach you what they know. So give that opportunity to them, network with them, and slowly, you never know what happens. So I'm really excited to see you, Stoyan and ASD, and I'm very excited to see what we can find there as well. Nancy says, good morning to you, Nancy, and everyone. We have Mark Richardson. Hey all, what's up, Mark? Thank you so much for joining. I hope everything is well for you. I spoke to Mark a few weeks ago. We had a meeting, and his background was very, very envious. His background was basically an ocean with a very sunny weather, which is really get me jealous. So Mark, I hope you enjoy your summer. I hope not summer. I hope you enjoy your view, your beautiful city that he's in. And thank you so much for your support, man. I appreciate you. Sotin says -20. That's a cold, man. Should be 50 Fahrenheit here in sunny Colorado, Denver area. Lucky you. No, we are actually really cold. Sometimes, that's why I'm always with the sweaters. That's why I'm always hibernating like a polar bear. But man, it's just brutal, really brutal. But hey, we gotta do what we have to do. At the same time, we have Ali Khan says, hey Saad, how are you? Could you please explain me about registration of a company in UK before launching a product on Amazon? I will get to it now. No problem, Ali. Murphy says, I logged in under my Google Drive username. For some reason, my name is Juwan Murphy. Hello to all. Juwan Murphy, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And Monica says, hello, everyone. Monica, hello to you too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you tuning in and being here and supporting us. Same time, Juwan says, -11 here in Halifax. Yes, you're the Canadian weather, my friend. And I'm very happy to see Canadians who are similar to me. It's very, very, very hard to find people who are really Canadians who does this Amazon business. Even on YouTube, you don't see enough Canadians who are doing it. And I think that falls back on us as YouTubers. We don't mention it. And I don't mention that I'm Canadian a lot, or I do not say, hey, start from Canada, or give tailor-made content to the Canadian people. But I'm going to do that shortly. But I need to finish first the mini course of retail arbitrage, which is going to be excited. And I am just really, really, really excited about it. Amanda, how are you? I hope everything well with you. And good morning to you. Sorry I missed last Wednesday. No problem. You can go ahead and rewatch it. And trust me, I know I saw your message. And trust me, I'm thinking of leaving Canada and actually in the next few months. So I'm just trying to figure out a few things and go. Trust me, it's not because you're coming to visit. But hey, really nice to hear from you. And I hope everything well with you and your family and the husband. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Andu says, hi there. Hi to you. So today, guys, just leave your questions. All the questions. I'm just going to answer questions today. I have no subject for you. We're just gonna talk about it, and we're gonna, hit it off and have our coffee. Today we're missing Pernilla. Pernilla is not there today. So Pernilla, if you're listening in the replay, you might be busy. Thank you so much for all the things that you do, because Pernilla, she helped us a lot in the back end, and just like that, which is, I really appreciate her. And I appreciate every one of you guys who are here. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are really awesome. All right, could I add a question? I'm currently, okay, so you know what? Now we're gonna get into the questions. Let's go ahead and do it. And I'm gonna start from the beginning, and also have questions from last week. I'm going to go over them. Okay, so Ali Khan says, hello Saad, how are you? Could you please explain me about registration a company in UK before launching a product on Amazon? Now, it depends where are you from. If you're in the US resident, or you are from UK. From the UK itself is very easy. You're just going to go ahead to amazon.co.uk and you try to log in. They're going to ask you for information, your VAT information, your company information, your sole proprietorship, all the stuff, and you'll be good to go. Now, if you are in the States, or you're from outside of the UK, you will need to basically how we did it, or how I don't sell in UK, but I have now a partner that actually located in Germany that we're trying to do business in the UK. I really heard very good things in Germany, especially. I'm very excited about Germany more than UK, but that's how we've done it. He's from Germany, so I was going with the same process. But usually you need to establish an LLC or a business in the UK. And from that business in the UK, you'll be able to open your UK account as an Amazon. But honestly, if you're in the UK, I think you should, start in the country that you're in. I think Germany is a very good platform marketplace to sell, has enough sales and demand. And you'll be able to get access to all the European marketplaces, which is really good. If you sell one unit in every place, or in every marketplace, you will make your enough money. But you have to understand, you need to have a high price item because there's the VAT. You need to make sure that, I believe, if I want to get into UK, I will get into very competitive markets, because I know I'm going to do very well there, because I have the strategies, I have everything to be able to make it happen. But I haven't done it because of the Brexit that happened in the UK, and also not knowing what's going on there and how everything is going to stabilize before we get into. But that's something we're now testing in very small, with one product that we already, actually the same product that I shared with you on the ranking video last Wednesday, the live Q&A that we had. We talked about launch, is actually the same product that we're going to be launching in Germany. Actually, I'm meeting my partner to be able to launch it there and start doing the PPC and everything, and launch the product in the UK and Germany. So let's see how it happens. But that's how I would go about it. But I really, my opinion, didn't change. I think if you should start in US. I know it's more competitive. I know there's more tricks in it. Maybe there's more strategies. But if you learn the biggest thing, anything below that is going to be very easy. So if I launch product in the US and I know the platform, I know the process, it's very easy for me to launch stuff in Canada or in Europe or in Japan or whatever it is. It's going to be the same process, but much easier competition, and you'll be able to have an edge over them. So the skills that you learn in US, it's very hard for you to learn them in other platforms, because their PPC is very small, not a lot of sales. The cost per bid is very low. So having a US experience even costs money, but it's really worth it. And I don't think anybody failed more. There's people failed more than me, but I failed a lot until I made it. We get this question. Let's see. Oh, we have good questions. All right. Could I add a question? Martin Dugru. You can ask any question you want, and just please just leave them and I'll answer them all. That's why I have them here. Could I add a question? I'm currently researching chat flow in Manychat. Do you guys just run contests with them? I figured it seems it's quite hard to keep them engaged with 24-hour window. All right, very good question, and I want to explain that very well. Now, for chatbot, there's few things that you can do before you get the product or after you get the product. So now, for example, we are launching a another product for another client of ours, and we're starting today with a small giveaway of 5 units a day, but at 50% off. If that works and we get the conversion we need, we're gonna keep it at 50% because we're going to have the units because we're gonna reach the limit of the units that we need per day. So if I do 50% and I run my Facebook ad, I might get 5 sales. Beautiful. If I don't, I'm going to give 75% off and see how many units or how many purchases I'm going to have through the 75% off. If that works, it's perfect. We can keep it 75% or 50% depending on how it works. But on Monday, if that works, it's perfect. If it's not, we're going to start with complete 100% discount or giveaway. Now, there's other product. For example, remember the product I told you guys in December, we're doing very well with it and electronic and did very well. And now we're doing well, but we are selling like, I think we've just been 3 days. 3 days and let me see. In 3 days, it's been 3 days selling now, just back in stock. And it's been selling for 3 days. We're still getting momentum. We haven't done much. But so far, we sold around 3,200. Let me share this with you. You see, so we've been selling 9 units a day so far, but I'm not going all in yet. So I'm just doing soft, just making sure, hey, we're making $150 profit a day. No problem. I'm just checking it out. Let it go. And once I get the right keywords and everything that I need, I'm going to go really hard on them, really hard on them. So I'm just giving it a few days to see what happens. But before that happens, because I knew I'm not going to do Manychat for it right away. So what I did something called a contest. So what I did, I went to my niche, I found my main product, and I found all the products that could be with it. And I made a huge bundle and I run a contest on Facebook. So I say, hey guys, we're running a free contest. Just go ahead and join. You will be able to win $300 worth of products. And all what you need to do, just enter, opt in, and tag a friend. So by this, what I'm doing, I'm giving a $300 value of a product. I'm collecting email lists, collecting. And then once I'm done the 1 week or 10 days contest, and I have this email list, let's say 1,000, 1,500 people, once I get my product, I can launch it to them right away. It's like, hey, sorry, hey, thank you so much for joining our contest or entering our contest. Unfortunately, you weren't able to win, but since you entered, we would like to offer you 25% or 50% off on that product to show a token of our appreciation. For sure, you're going to say it in a better English than my broken English, but that's the way you're going to reach out to them. So you'll be able to build an email list that you can launch to them, and you can maintain this 3 units per day very easily. Now, keep in mind, the product is very expensive. So we sell for $120. If you sell for, now we're selling for 100, but it's going to be $130. If from 120 to $130, but now it's like 100 just to get momentum to rank for a few keywords or be recognized a bit. But it's very expensive to give a product at that price. So when you have a high price item, it has a different strategy than a low price item for $7 cost. So that's why we're building the email list first, see how it reacts. But if it doesn't work, at the end, we are going to do Manychat launch, even at 50%, 25%. With electronics, it's going to be less percentages off because it's more value. So if you say, hey, you're getting $50 off, it's different than giving $5 off. So if you're giving $50 off at 50%, people get encouraged and be able to buy it even at 50%. So it all depends on the pricing and everything. But very good question. That's how you do it. If you want to do a contest before you get the product, or you're in the process of getting the product to Amazon, or if you have the product already and you want to start Manychat, you can start right away with a regular giveaways. Now for launches, it will take very short period of time. Will take like 10 to 14 days is really good. It really sticks. If you have a relaunch, it can go up to 20 days. So that's the difference. And actually, the product that I showed you in last Wednesday, and I showed you the graph, is not getting enough sales through this main keyword that we target, the 6,300 searches per month, but we're still maintaining number one. even if we don't have the sales, which is really, really interesting. That means we're sticking there and we're not falling off at all, but we're not falling fast if you were doing a regular launch, which is really awesome. And honestly, it's amazing. It's really worth every penny that we did. Really, really worth it. But very good question. Any advice on strategies for keeping people engaged beyond the contest basics, etc.? If you do that, you have to basically have a post every day. So if you have your Facebook page, like you can build this email list and tell them to join your Facebook page. When you have your Facebook page, you will have to release content every day, one post a day to keep them engaged, or give them specific facts about the product. Let's say you're solving for arthritis, so give them articles about arthritis, or give them small images about arthritis. And there is softwares out there where you can basically with the same post that you're going to post in one social media platform will be able to post in every social media platform. So if you do it in Facebook, it's going to do it in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want. So you can do that as well. But you have to keep them entertained. I honestly, the Facebook page lacks for me. Not for Amazon FBA Giants. We're very active at Amazon FBA Giants. For my brands, I'm lacking the Facebook engagement, but what I do, Instagram engagement. So in my Instagram, I have like 2,500 people. I just keep them engaged. Keep posting. Every day I post an article, or I do a monthly contest, or also I keep them engaged by by following other people as well. So I keep them engaged with this, and then I follow other people to be able to get more subscribers or followers. So you can do all that, but you will need someone to do it. Actually, you can hire someone to do it for you for a few $100 a month, and they will be able to take care of all the posts for you. You can do that as well. Says, I know you love us. Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Amanda. I appreciate you. My love never faded away. We're just busy. Now it's really busy, and especially with the things we're doing right now. I noticed Pernilla was missing. Yes. JR Murphy. So Joanna, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. She says, can you explain gated versus ungated? Very, very good question. So, for example, gated and ungated. So now, there is a few kind of gating. There is one gated for categories. So you cannot sell in a specific category. So if I say I'm gated in health and beauty, that means I cannot sell product within health and beauty category, or in a specific subcategory. Let's say I'm ungated. That means I can sell product in this specific category. So let's say I'm selling in babies. So I can sell in baby category, but as a subcategory, as feeding or bottle feeding category, I'm not able to sell it because I'm gated. So you can get gated for categories and subcategories, and you can get ungated for categories and subcategories. Most of the time, all the categories are, most of them, okay, the bigger percentage is ungated. You can sell in them, or you can apply for them and you get ungated very quickly, but there's some of them are really tricky. Now, there's another gating and ungating, which is in a brand gating and brand ungating. So I can sell under groceries, and I can sell, let's say, a brand X very well, but I cannot sell Red Bull because Red Bull brand doesn't allow me to sell this product. Even that means brand gated. I'm a brand gated in Red Bull. I cannot sell Red Bull, but I can sell in the category. So gating and ungating, it's all going to depend on your sales history, on your metrics, your seller feedback, on your account metrics, and that's going to help you to get ungated slowly. So for example, in clothing, a lot of people will kill to sell a Nike, Puma, and Reebok and all these big brands. I can sell on these. I didn't have any special invoice. I didn't have nothing. All what I did, I had a good sales velocity. Because when I started my business, I started as a retail arbitrage guy. I doubled. There's a video coming up, which is I'm going to record hopefully soon, is about how would I do it if I started all over again, and exactly the process how I started. So I started with retail arbitrage, and I was selling. In my first 3 months, I made over $37,000. but I was a hustler. I was really a hustler. I had a schedule, and I was doing. That's why it would give me the leverage to take it, then go to pallets, then go to wholesale, then start going to private label, right? So gated and ungated is very important, and you need to make sure that you are ungated in a specific product when you buy them. So always you're going to go to your seller app, and I'm going to share with you. Let me see. And I'll tell you how you find ungated. So you can take the ASIN to your product itself. You can take the ASIN, go to Amazon Seller Dash, add a product, add the ASIN, and see if you are gated or not, or there's limitation on your product. Or you can do it through your app, which is the easiest way of doing it. Is basically going to go to the camera, which is I'm going to share with you right now. Okay, so you see this button here. Okay, you see this? I don't know, man. Everything is skipped. I'm sorry, everything is one. So you're gonna click it. You're gonna click it. It's gonna give you this face. You're gonna go ahead and just bam, 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 bam. You're gonna just go ahead and scan any UPC code. Let's say this UPC code. I don't think I can sell this, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it doesn't even have it. You're just gonna scan the face of it. Yips. Yeah, it's the light is too much. So let me see something. Boom, 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 boom. So I get another product. Come scan it. Come on, my man. What happened here? Sorry. Anyways, I'm getting to you guys, but this gating ungating is very important because a lot of people, they don't pay attention to this. And this is one of the most important things. Come on, come on. Why am I late? Okay. Okay, I don't know. Sucking or what? Oh, so for example, it's gonna, this one, I clicked it, is going to give me the product here. If I click on it, it's going to tell me here there's no ungated. So here, for example, it's going to show you and something say, hey, you're gated or restricted product. You cannot sell this. Or you're going to have something which is going to be here, selling eligibility. So when you click on this, it's going to tell me what are the conditions I can sell my product. So now, let me see. It's going to tell me what I sell. I can sell this product as a new, as collectible, like a new, very good, blah, blah, blah. And then the things that I cannot sell. So this is where I can sell with condition, and these are the ones I cannot sell. So that's it. So if you have it, it's good. If you don't have it, you can click on it. You can apply to get ungated. Sometimes you get ungated very quickly, or you're going to ask you for a receipt or a distributor invoice or a wholesaler, and you'll be good to go. But I'm going to touch on that in our free mini course as well for retail online arbitrage. I mean, I do retail online arbitrage on the go. I'm telling you, I do not focus on it at all. But every time I go out, every time I just go shop with my family or running an errand, I right away just go to the clearance aisle or go to the toys because that's what I specialize in. And this is very simple thing. I make $10,500, almost $11,000 a month by not doing much. I just go once a week, just go pick up something. I mean, you're still making a profit of $3,000-4,000 a month with not doing much. So that will pay maybe my car payment and my rent, my mortgage, my anything. Can pay anything for you by not doing much. All what I do, 1 week, I go accumulate product, leave them in the garage, then box them, and then ship them. And it'd be good to go. So it's really, really, really good trick. Let me see. Let me close here. Okay, Ali Khan said, out to first choice shipping. It's a good company that helps you to export. It's not the same as founding the business, but perhaps they can help. Yeah, I don't know them. So if anybody who's going to recommend anybody, please go ahead, do it at your risk. You see, I'm in our group. I do not. I only recommend what I validate, but it's up to you. So maybe that's good. I've never heard of them myself. Or haven't dealt with them, but do your own due diligence for sure. Mark says very easy to set up, and Ltd in the UK. If you use service to set it up for you, will cost you between 300 to 500. Yes, there is a specialized services out there. They can do it for you for cheap. It's very easy to set up. All what you need to make sure is you have a good accountant that will be able to help you there. I really believe the accountant is very important, especially for Amazon. You need someone accounted good with Amazon, with e-commerce. You don't want someone just an accountant that was doing regular retail, because Amazon FBA has different rules than a regular brick and mortar business. Very good feedback, Mark, especially Mark. He actually in Europe, and I will take his word for sure, 100%. And he has, Mark, he has done a lot of research before he did that. I remember when we were in China, he was talking about how to set up his business, and he did a lot of work. So go ahead and watch him for sure. I'm quite confused with the launching process. My question is, because in the UK there's no giveaway option, what the best option to launch? What do you mean you have no giveaway? It's the same process, undo. So the same process that you're going to have as you have Facebook ad. You can target UK, you can target Europe, you can target any country. So it's the same process. If they have Facebook, so you'll be able to have your ad there. You'll be able to build Manychat. You have PPC, you can do PPC. So it's the same process as last Wednesday. Go ahead and watch the last Wednesday. It's the same process. I don't see anything different at all. It's the same marketplace. If you told me you were in the Middle East or in United Emirates marketplace or Australia, yes, you cannot, because you have no PPC. The infrastructure is really garbage. But hey, you do the same thing with UK. It's the same thing. I hope I could meet you when you come to UK. Thanks. Yes, Ali, hopefully. We're still young. We're still little. I hope when we get enough subscribers, enough followers, we'll be able to do some meetups. But for now, I'm a one-man show with a great team, a small team that really helps me with everything. I appreciate each and every one of them, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do this YouTube or Facebook. Because don't forget, at the end of the day, I have a real business that I'm running. So by running this one takes a lot of time, but my team, it's spot on. Without them, I will be able to do anything. So thanks to my team, thanks to who are really supporting me. But hopefully, once we get there, I'll make sure to come to the UK, hopefully once a year, and meet up with you guys. Have you launched a food product sourced in US? What's your experience with the insurance and cost of it? Now, I haven't launched a food product, but what I have launched is supplement. So a supplement product, it's when you buy a product from the US, from my understanding, is going to have all the approval, like FDA approval, is going to have all the regulation approval, everything that you need. So that's going to help you a lot. But for insurance, you will need to have liability insurance. Now, the right way of doing it, you have to have liability insurance and go ahead and get one. It could be very expensive. It could be $3,000, $5,000, could be $1,500. It all depends on the product, the risk associated with it. Honestly, I am the bad one who didn't do this. I didn't have liability insurance for the product that I have. So that's why you create a company, you create your own LLC. And also don't forget, if God forbid something happened, they're not just going to come after you, they're going to come after also the supplier. So in the supplier's best interest, not to mess with their quality and to have to be within the US standards and FDA. Now, could shit happen? Yes, for sure. Is it a big percentage? No. It could happen to me. Yes, it could. But as I said, I have high risk tolerance, and hopefully it doesn't bite me in the bum. But please, if you do it, if I have a client, I'll tell no. It's the same thing that you do with your kid. You tell your kid, do what I say, but don't do what I do. So for my clients, I will tell them what to do. The good things, or by the book. But I also tell you what I do, and it's up to you what you want to do. But if you do from the US, what I found out in the US, the suppliers are arrogant. The suppliers, they think you're begging from them. Honestly, I have dealt with so many suppliers in the US. They feel they're doing you a favor, which is the opposite. You're doing them a favor because you're giving them your money, giving them business, and they're not on top of their game. They're not on top of their emails. They're not on top of their replies. They're not on top with keeping in touch. You always have to call them, chase them. They never keep their promise. And that's my issue with the US suppliers, honestly. They're completely different than the Chinese suppliers. Chinese suppliers, they tell you exactly what it is. You expect exactly what it is. Sometimes, yes, happens some issues, production issues, but not every time. And the US, honestly, it's every time. And it's really, for me, I don't like the way how they deal, honestly. Very, very, but they think they're doing a favor. I mean, get the hell out of here, man. What the hell is this, man? But anyways, it is what it is. I still need them. My supplier is good. My supplier, in the beginning, I had some issues until we came up in the page. I called them. I sat with them. We had a video chat. I was like, hey, that's what I expect. That's what I need. Can you do it? Can you not do it? So I had a lot of conversation that unnecessary or not accustomed to. And until now, I mean, they're amazing. Now I ship 200 to 300 units a week, normally with this one product. And don't see how big task it is. With one product, we're able to generate over $350,000 a year. That's crazy. You know, I don't see a lot of people can do with that one product. Is it risky? Yes, 100%. But we have done well. We have done well. Let's see next. Saad, if we are using Manychat to launch, can you advise how to calculate the number of units to discount or give away? That's what I said, Mark. I'm doing testing. So I do a lot of testing. Each product is going to have different way of doing it. Now, you can go ahead and do right away a launch. So basically, you can go to Helium 10 or you can go to Jungle Scout. I'm not sure if Fire Launch has it or not. Fire Launch as well. They have this CPR method or how many units you have to give. I would take that number and divide it by 1/3, okay, by 3, or divide it by 2. So it depends. So if you have 100 units, let's say 10 units per day, I would do maybe 3 units to 5 units. I would do 50 units. 5 units a day. Keep 5 units a day until I rank, and you will be able to adjust as you go. Now for discounts, that's what I told you. Like today, we launched at 50% to see how the reaction of people, how much people get a respond, because the product is $40. So hopefully with 50%, we'll be able to achieve the 5 units per day that we need to rank for that specific keyword. If it didn't work today, so at the end of the day, I'm going to see how many purchases we got. If we got nothing, I'm going to increase it to 75%, see how the reaction, and if it doesn't work, then we have nothing else to do except doing 100%. So then in Monday, I will be able to know if I'm going to do 100% or I'm going to do 50% or whatever the percentage. So the testing is very important to see what happens or how people are going to react to your product. So that's how we do it. But usually it takes much, much less units than the giveaways that Helium 10 or other tools gives you, because these are based on a high percentage, a high discount percentage. So 80%, 90%, which takes more units to start ranking. But with Manychat, since it's search, find, and buy method, and you actually targeting people, a natural behavior of how to find products requires less units to rank. Really was impressive. Good question. But now I'm second guessing this business plan. Should I begin with something with proven sales on Amazon? I don't know for sure if my product will sell, involves risk, and will have to market it. There's nothing to second guess. Look, the whole plan on Amazon is reading the data and be able to react according to the data that you get. So if sorry, I missed the question. Sorry. It says, I'm just starting out, still sourcing manufacturers, suppliers. I plan to sell a unique product. Think of it similar to t-shirt with unique printing. So product, not unique, but I'm altering it. But now I'm second guessing this business plan. But now I'm second guessing this business plan. Should begin with something with proven sales on Amazon. I don't know if for sure if my product will sell, involves risk, and will market. Now, if you're doing shirts, for sure, don't do it. It's not. I mean, you can go buy Amazon merch by Amazon. That's maybe much better with t-shirts. I'm not saying you're selling it, but if you're doing that, don't. Now, there's nothing you can do except the data. So you need to know how many sellers, how is the competition, how much reviews, is there for room for improvement for you? Are you able to differentiate? Are you able to add more to the product, differentiating with better quality product or better listing or better images or better enhanced content? A lot of things goes into it for you to see what's up. But now every product have risk. Every product, there's no perfect product. Every product is going to have its own hustle, its own strategy to launch. So you cannot second guess the business. The business works, but guys, I told you I failed so many products until I start knowing what the hell I was doing, right? So it's gonna happen. If you're really serious about this business, yes, it is lucrative. You'll be able to make money, but at the same time has its own risks. For me, I don't know the product. If I will able to know the product, I'll be able to give you a better idea if it's good or not. I see a lot of products. I do a lot of product research, so I know which one works, which one doesn't work, which niches are good, which niches are not. So now another thing, which is you need to understand, the riches in the niches, which is as people say. So now if I'm selling, let's say, a towel, for sure you're gonna suck if you're gonna sell a towel. Everyone's selling a towel. But if you were very specific and selling a pit bull, a German Shepherd towel, more specific, you will be able to make more money because not everyone's selling the German Shepherd towel, and there's specific audience who's really dedicated to German Shepherd. So you'd be able to sell much better if you go in sub niches. Now, as you say, this product does not exist. If it doesn't exist, do not do it. Trust me, do not do it. Do not bring things from your head because you thought your mom or your friend or your girlfriend or your boyfriend saying it's good. Do not do it. You need to have a proven data on Amazon to know if it's good or not. So for me, if you're doing this, you need to have someone else's advice. You need to have a consultation session. I don't know, with me, with anybody. I don't care with who, but have someone to look at it because most of the time they will suck. Most of the time they will go bad. I'm not saying your idea is bad, but I'm saying the people that I saw is bad. Okay, so let someone look at it. Trust me, man. And do not spend the money. Especially when you do a product that doesn't exist. That means mold. You need to do tooling setup. It costs you a lot of money. You might need 3D AutoCAD drawings. You will need a mold to be done. You need a sample. You need a 3D printing sample. There's a lot of things got involved, and that costs a lot of money. So if you're not sure about the data, but if you have a lot of money, why not? Go ahead and try it if you want. But I wouldn't advise it if you have $1 million. But I think you should take step by step, see what works, or maybe work with a product that already exists, see how it works or how difficult is that something you're into before you get into something like this, which is really, really higher level. Very, very good. Many times you can get approved by clicking request approval button. 100%. When you get ungated and if you're getting a specific product, you put the ASIN and you see limitation, you click on see limitation, tell you request approval. If you request approval, the button, you hit it. If you have enough sales velocity, you have enough good things, you will get accepted right away. But sometimes they will ask you for invoice. So one of the two. So you and your luck, There is a list I used to have. I don't know if I still have it or not. It's specific ASINs that if you go ahead and try to get approved for them and you do this request approval button method, you'll be able to get approved very easily for most of them. But it's not guaranteed for sure. For new sellers, you need to pay your dues, basically. You need to go ahead and start, working on your make sales, have a good history, have no claims and all this stuff. Kyle Hope says, I totally agree about US suppliers. I'm dealing with one right now. Yes, Kyle, you know that very well, my man. Yes, they are. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Like, we're really having a US product, it really gives you an edge over a lot of people because US residents or the US people really love US product. So me just having the badge is US made makes a big difference. That's why I'm able to sell my product for $40 compared to other people who are selling for $20. Why? Because it's US made. And now I'm in supplement, so people for sure in supplement will want to pay more for they associate high price item with high quality, which is mine is high quality. I know. But I don't know how physical product is going to work for that. So if you do that, do a test before you make a big order. And even that, like this guy told me, give me a sample. He's like, oh, you have to order 50 samples minimum. Well, they're talking about 50 samples. Why are you going to do 50 samples? What I'm going to do with them? You asked me, oh, go order 50 samples. You crazy? I was like, 50 samples. You're crazy. Sample. I need one sample. Let me see how it works. No, you have to order 50. I had to have a fight with him until he spoke to his manager or his owner, and the owner said, okay, what I'm going to do 50 units, man. But hey, it is what it is. This product does not exist. Thank you. Same here. US suppliers were almost rude to me. Yes, they're always rude. I'm telling you, as if you're begging from them and they need the business. And they say, why China taking all the work? Because China is nice to people. They understand business. They say okay to business. They're patient. And those people, I know they get a lot of maybe calls or a lot of calls for quotes or quotations, but still, you need to act. You cannot judge people by their look or by their cover, by how they talk to you on the phone. Be patient. You never know who walks in your door. And I'll tell you honestly, I will tell you now a story about this. It's unfortunate because it would save a ton of money. You know what? It's all about overall. I don't think like you're going to have a better price than China, but you will be able to have a speed of production. Like me, every week I can get product in, which is really helps me with my inventory management, with cash flow management. So it's really important at that aspect. But as a prices, I'm not sure it's going to be lower. And let me go back. I mean, when you run a business, you cannot judge anybody. You cannot. Like, I'm not a guy who's really fancy, dress up, and all my money goes back into the business. As I was to say, all entrepreneurs are broke. All real entrepreneurs are broke because all their business is back into the business or into another businesses or another adventures or investments that's going to help them. So I was walking in the mall, and then I walked into a store. This store sells very high-end watches, okay? And I was wearing in my hand also, I was wearing a very high-end watch. And I walked in, watch it, but I don't dress like me. I'm very normal, like this, my jacket, and that's it. The person looked at me from top to the back. What's this? You don't want to give me nothing. He didn't even want to acknowledge me with my wife. I was like, okay, fuck you. Oh shit. I'm like, screw you, whatever. I go look at the watches. There's one watch I really liked, and I was like, hey, come on, if I see it. Oh, okay. He's like, no, this is the one. And he was watching me like this, looking at me like, are you sure? Yeah, he was so scared to give me the watch because he thought I'm going to run with it. And my watch, I already have a watch, the really expensive watch. I'm talking about over 10K. Hey, this is I'm not there because I'm watching, hey, look, I watch. I don't give a crap. It's something I enjoy, a reward for me for the work that I do. And I will always need to give yourself something motivation. And for me, it was a motivation. So I go and see this watch, and this watch is really, really expensive. And I walk in, and I was like, yeah, I would like to see this one. I'm like, you sure? Yeah, sure. Then he gave me a number. I was like, oh, really nice. Nice. The guy was like, boom, I give him this. I was like, hey, it was really expensive. I'm talking about 20 grand watch. Trust me, I will never buy 20 grand watch again. But anyways, I walked in. He didn't give me anything. I was like, screw you. Then I go. That's the same rep. Okay, there's a guy who came to see me the watch. I'm like, screw him. I walk out. Then I walk in again. I was like, I really liked it, but I didn't speak to him. I spoke to another guy. Like, I'm looking into this product. He was like, oh, he was so nice. Come to me. He's like, hey, what's your name? I was like, hey, my name's Saad. What do you do? Hey, I do e-commerce. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Very nice. He was like, oh, you have very nice piece in your wrist. I was like, yeah, it's a very nice watch. I really like it, blah, blah, blah. I go in. I was able to trade in my watch, get another watch, and he was able to get the credit for it, while the other one who judged me. And this guy made a lot of money off me. Why? Because you cannot judge people. And those US people, they just keep judging you, the suppliers. They come there. Oh, this guy told me 90% of private label people fail. I don't give a crap if 90%. I'm in the top 10. I'm the top 1%. Why you keep judging people? So that's what was really mean and bad with people. And I always, I never judge people. I never go ahead and say, judge them with. No, I always give them the same treatment. You never know who walks through the door. Trust me. So it's really important, and I don't know. It's very sad with the U.S. people, U.S. suppliers. But anyways, perfect. Let's see what else we have. Yes, I need to investigate cost of the more. What do we have here? We have thanks Nancy. Many would not do FBA prep for me either. No, mine the suppliers, they were able to do it. They were good. But if you have third 3PL or third prep center, you should be able to get them done for you also if you want. There's a prep centers for that. You can also have barcode printing on labels. Yes. Yes, I need to investigate the cost of more closely. What else we have? There is a list prep center. Yeah, that's true. There's a list of prep centers under the files in our Facebook group. So if you want to join the Facebook group and you'll be able to get it. And guys, if you like the video so far, please give us a like. Let's get a little bit in the ranking, and I really appreciate your support. Awesome, thank you. It says, should I not expect the supplier to do FBA? No, they should be able to. I mean, if you have product, they should be able to. Like my supplier, honestly, he does the labeling for me, the packaging, the boxing, and send it to Amazon right away. When your supplier says no, you say, okay, you just got the new competitor. Yes, and that's what I told him. I told him, you have a big company. You're supplying the same product that I am doing. You went on Amazon, you failed. And I told him, I checked you. I saw your brand on Amazon, you failed. So do not come and judge me because you failed, because I can do much better. And then he went, you saw my product on Amazon. I was like, oh my God, you guys are really doing well. I was like, yeah, I know I'm doing well. And, you shut him up at that time. But anyways. Now, I have a few questions I would like to answer from the Facebook group, and I think it's going to be beneficial to you guys. I really feel it's going to be beneficial for those who are left here. Rita had a question. She says, for my main 2 to 4 high volume keywords, manual exact match launch campaign, I have bid $1 or more than the highest bid. Please check attached screenshot, but still my PPC ad placement is, you know what? Let me just share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about as well. All right, so this is the first question, and trust me, you guys are gonna learn about this more than because these are really questions from Facebook group, from people who have really had issues with their business and they need some help. So you'll be able to learn more about this. So here the question first says, it's not 15. It says, Rita says, for my main 2 to 4 high search volume keywords, my manual exact match campaign, I have bid $1 more than the highest bid. Please check attached screenshot, but still my PPC ad placement is not in the middle of the first page. I thought it should have been there on the top of the page for PPC. Any ideas what could be possible reason? How can my PPC visible on the part? So first of all, anything you see here, this stuff is not accurate. Amazon give you an average, but it doesn't mean anything. So even if you did higher $1 higher than the highest bid, it doesn't mean anything. Sometimes you can go $4 or $5 until you get there. So I would recommend that you increase it even more. $1 is not enough. Maybe your market is more competitive than what it is. The other thing that could happen is actually since you run that campaign and you were bidding as a dynamic bid only, even if you go very high bid, you might not show up in the top page, because in the dynamic bid, they see how much you convert for the specific keyword, how well you're doing with it, and they will keep you up or down, or the placement will be changing according to that. So what you can do fixed bid only and see how that's going to help you. Or the other thing you can do is basically building a brand new campaign and see how that's going to react. But for me, I think you just need to bid higher and see how it goes. So bid higher. You didn't stop at $3 just because you went $1 higher. That means I'm done. No, go higher and see if you can gain that positions. And also, a lot of times you cannot dethrone the guy who's been there for many years. So that's why when I look at my competitors, I check at their history. I check about how long they've been in business and how long they've been maintaining the same rank. So because there's a lot of times you won't be able to dethrone anybody who has that position. Okay, because they have better conversion, better relevancy than you. They have proven track record with Amazon, so it's very hard. Like now with my product, with the supplement that I shared with you guys, it's very hard for anybody to dethrone me because I have established my reviews, I have established my consistent conversion rate and my relevancy. So Amazon prefer me more than anybody who's new, unless this new person, when they give them this honeymoon period or they give them that boost in the beginning, if they prove themselves, they might, but it's going to take time. Take maybe 6 months, 1 year until you dethrone someone from a specific keyword. So don't think that you just because he came with $1 or whatever, you're going to do well. Nah. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That's my question, Rita, and I hope you learned something. Mo said, Saad, I just launched a brand new supplement product 5 days ago. Oh my God, God help you. Ran automatic campaign for 4 days, then I ran manual, and also just launched early review program. I get 200 impressions with no clicks or sales. Is that normal in the beginning, considering I'm in a competitive niche? So Mo, you have answered your own question. Is actually you have only been 5 days. You're in a very competitive market, so playing automatic campaign is not gonna cut it for you. Having it for 4 days is not gonna cut it. Having 200 impressions is nothing. You need to be in thousands, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. So all what you're doing here, you want to do a very competitive markets, which is supplements. I'm actually selling my brand. If anybody wants it, let me know. You make 4,000 to 6,000, but it's very, very competitive. It requires a lot of work. I mean, luckily me, I just do 1 hour a week or 2 hours a week max on that product, but it's really that's not enough. I spent $27,000 in PPC in the beginning, in the first few months, just to be able to make it. Now I didn't waste the money. I lost $2,000 to $3,000 only as a launch, but it's not going to cut it with automatic manual, automatic campaign. Go watch the PPC series. I'm telling you, go ahead and watch the PPC series. I think you guys missing a lot, and I think a lot of people do not watch it because it's free. If I go ahead and charge someone for it, they will appreciate it more. I really think you can go ahead and watch it because there's a lot of good information there that not a lot of people are sharing. So go ahead. You know what? I don't care about those free courses, free this, free that. If free, they're not going to give you everything that you need, or they're not going to give you the full picture. Like even if Violence give you a free course, or Jungle Scout, or Helium 10, it's not going to be, even if the content is good, but you need more than this. You need someone, a Facebook group that you can ask a question. You need some verification on specific topics. You need some advanced tactics that are not going to teach you there. And me, I want to do the PPC series for you guys because you asked me a lot about it. Go ahead and watch it because you're not doing it from what I see, Mo. And I'm sorry to go on a rant, but you know, that's what's really frustrating sometimes. It's you do something really solid, big information that people will charge money for it, and you're not taking that advice and implementing it. And I'm telling you, I'm being very honest with you. I'm being very, very honest with you guys. The information I'm giving you, people pay a lot of money to get it. So go ahead and watch it and implement it. Do not let it go for waste. That's what I said. Like maybe 10%, 1 to 10% of you are going to make it. 1 to 10% of you going to watch my videos and implement it because there's work. It's very easy for me to say, oh, I watched the video. Everything is awesome. It's amazing. But now nobody wants to go act on it. I was like this too. Do not be like this. I'm being very, very honest with you. I'm giving you real information from real business that I'm sharing with you, screenshots. I'm showing you my results. So go ahead and act it. It's not, I'm faking results. I'm faking stuff. I don't do this, you know, and that's why we're not growing as much. Why? Because I'm being very honest and I'm not being a marketer. If I come here like, hey guys, we're gonna do this, we're gonna jump, we're gonna be amazing, you're gonna be a millionaire next day. I made millionaires out of this. you will be like, oh my God, dream, I love it. Let me go pay $1,000. Anyways, it's up to you. You build your business for yourself. You're not building it for me. So go out there and go get your money. Anyways, next question. View says, if I create a listing and I have it there for a while, trying to build some traffic first before sending in my inventory, how long can I wait before sending inventory? Please and thank you. View, this question is very, very, I don't understand it. And the other thing is that I create a listing and leave it there. I mean, why you create a listing and leave it there? And how are you going to build traffic to a listing that has no product? So you say, I'm going to build it and then I'm going to send traffic, or I'm going to send my products in. How are you going to send your products in? I mean, how are you going to get the traffic to a listing that's empty? Or how are you going to have a listing? You're going to build a listing that has nothing. I don't know how you build it. If you are talking about you're just going to write it and optimize it, have the bullet points, the title, the description ready, yes, you can do that. But to build some traffic before you send the inventory, how are you going to do that if you have no inventory? So I'm not sure about the question. And View, I'm going to be very honest with you. I think you're overcomplicating things, and I think you're trying to reinvent the wheel, or you're trying to reinvent how things goes. If there was a way, would have thought about it, and do not overcomplicate things. It's a very simple process. I find a good product that sells very well, a good product research. Once I find it, I'm going to improve on it. I'm going to do my best on it. I'm going to read my competition. I'm going to see what people are doing differently and how I can improve. Then I'm going to go to China, not go to China. I'm going to email Alibaba, get the product, get a sample, see how well it is. I'm going to pay my 30% once the sample is good, 30% for them to try to start the production. Once that's done and the production is done, I will send my inspection company. They check the products. Everything is good. They'll be shipped to my to Amazon or your house. I prefer Amazon, but it's up to you. By the time it's being shipped to Amazon, you can work on your listing, build it up, build it nicely, have your campaigns ready. And once the product in, you switch everything on, you'll be good to go. That's it. Do not complicate it. Do not try to bring things from Area 51 and just simplify it. It's very simple. Very simple, the process, but there's work into it. But this, how you're gonna build, I don't understand how you're gonna build it. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's my idea. That's my opinion, or that's how I think it is. Now, Kos says, #help. Has anyone done legal paperwork before placing an order for your product with manufacturer overseas? Contract, agreement, etc. Please advise shared template. I do not do this. I think if you go through Alibaba Trade Assurance, you will get kind of protection, some kind of protection. At the same time, you'll be able to, when they send you the invoice or they send you the contract that you're going to agree on through Trade Assurance, you will just need to make sure that everything that you have agreed on, it's there, or the quantity of product, or what's the bundle, or whatever it is. Make sure everything matches, and also make sure that all your chat is in the Alibaba Messenger or Alibaba messaging system, so you have a proof of anything that you have discussed. And that's it. My first product, I made a book of contract. The dealer, I never heard from them again. They sold me the product in the beginning. I never seen anything from them again. Why? Because too much. I did too much. Why? Because I was an idiot when I started. I was like, hey, I need a contract. I want to make sure by millimeter. And my background is mechanical engineering. So I was like, hey, this is going to be 5 millimeter tolerance of 0.01, blah, 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 plus and minus. Who wants to work with this? Nobody. And understand, Chinese people or suppliers, they want to do business with you. They want to make sure that you're happy. They want repeat business. So they're not here to go and screw you. They're there to make money with you, and they want to help you to continue doing business, because if you're doing well, it means more reorders for them, and both of you are going to make money. So you're going to grow and they're going to grow. So do not think of them as, oh, bad people, they want to get my money. And they make transactions with wire transfer over $100,000 and stuff like that. So they're not going after $3,000 to $5,000 investment. And trust me, I've done this. So I'm talking about myself too. So I'm not pointing finger at you. I'm telling you my own personal experience, and it was really bad. And since then, I never done any contract. I just see the invoice, make sure my inspection is good, My life is being wonderful, less stress, and I sleep better. Licia says, a niche specific store chain approached me about wholesaling my product. They are outside of the US, have forwarders in the US, Australia, and China. Okay, I'm still in the process of checking them out, assuming that it's legit. Is this a good idea or bad idea? Or if you think it's not legit, please let me know as well. Now, if they're buying, like as I told you, I got approached 2 weeks ago from a wholesaler who wants to get my product and sell their own store. They're going to have a store in by the beach or something like that, and they want to have the product. So my first question was like, hey, listen, are you going to sell which platform? They told me they're not going to be Amazon. So I was like, awesome. So regular stores, no problem. Now, these people are going to sell in the UK or we're selling in Europe. All what's going to happen, they go in, if you do the agreement, they're going to pay you first to buy your product. So you will have the money before you send the product. That's the most important. So it doesn't matter to you, legit or not. I mean, for sure, it's very important to be legit, but it's not much of a significant if you be able to get your money first. For sure, not through PayPal, not through something they can claim or counter, and they'll be able to buy it. And until you start building a relationship with them, then you'll be able to, maybe you can do net 30, net 60, net 90, whatever you want to do. But for beginning, there's not much. How I'm going to do it is like, hey, this is how much the product is. $40 you buy it in Amazon. I'm going to sell it to you for, let's say my cost is $15. I'll sell it to you for $25. Buy them, see how you do. If you do well, then we can negotiate the price. We can negotiate the quantity and everything else. But everything is going to be paid up front. So you should be good. But, it's all about how you structure it and make sure that you're really doing your own due diligence. But it could be a good opportunity. Actually, we helped Omo, which is Omo. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Omo, for everything that you're doing. She got a wholesale account with a school that she was able to get a purchases of $15,000 a month every time an order, which is really awesome, right? So it could be very lucrative. Now, as of right now, I'm only selling in the US. I'm curious how much benefit and if it's worth selling internationally. This is all up to you. I always say focus on what you have, build it to its maximum, build it to its maximum growth, and from then you'll be able to expand into other countries. I think spreading yourself very thin, very quickly, and going multiple internationally without having a really solid foundation somewhere is going to hurt you in the long run. So sometimes it's good to have expansion, but has to be calculated, and you have to have the structure, the leaders. You have to have the right SOPs, standard operating procedure in place before you're trying to replicate what you have in the US. That's my opinion, but it's up to you. Hello, everyone. Says, how do you find influencers to work with? Is there any platform for this? There is, I think, a platform for finding influencers. I don't forget the name, but I think I'm not sure about the name. But how I do it right now, I'm trying to get some people to collaborate with for YouTube. And what we did is actually we just Nancy helped us with this. Nancy, thank you again. We created a template for people that were interested in collaborating with or having them on our channel. They have us in their channel, and we just send them a message through eBay. Through YouTube. So we have YouTube. We go to the About page. We see their email, and we contact them. And so far, the response been overwhelming in a bad way. I mean, just people connect. Hey, thank you so much, but I'm busy in the next 2 or 3 months. No problem. Good for you. But nobody, if someone very high, is very hard for them to see. It's because people are judging you on your subscribers number, but not on the content. And if they reach someone who has 3,000, they think, or 4,000 subscribers, they think they own the world. So they're not giving us any significance because we have only 750 subscribers. So I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I would do business with people who have less knowledgeable than me or less fortunate than me or whatever it is. If they have proven record, they have doing their own work, they have done videos, they have put the effort, I will give them the chance for sure. But it is what it is, man. I will just Google, go reach influencers, DM them in Instagram, or just reach out to them in YouTube. You'll be good to go. But there is websites there for influencers, but they're expensive. Much better do it yourself. What else do you have? Hi, should I be tracking every keyword that I have in my campaign? I think the answer must be yes, but just checking. Yes, you need to go ahead and check all the keywords, the most important keyword that you want to target for. So I'm going to give you a tip for those who are sitting until the end. The best trick is you're going to go ahead and do reverse ASIN on all your competitors. Once you do that, you'll be able to figure out the top keywords on the top 30 positions. You can go lower if you want, but the top 30 positions with the highest search volume, these are the ones that you're going to track, and you focus on them very well tracking. So me, I go ahead, take that list. It's going to be, I don't know, 50 keywords. I'm going to track them, and also then I'm going to have a secondary list of keywords, the less search volume that I'm going also to target as well. So that's a tip. Yes, track every keyword and make sure you focus on the ones that really your competitors are ranking for, and check the ones that they're not doing very well for, but you have opportunity for you to expand, and you'll be able to target them and start ranking for them. Because eventually, if you target the bottom of the search volume, you'll be able to rank for the main keyword, and then once you establish yourself with the low search volume keyword, you'll be able to target the top one, because you already have enough relevancy, enough sales, enough reviews to be able to run to go after those 20,000, 10,000 search volume keyword. Usually within the range of reviews, do you stick with when looking for a product? Look, the reviews is not that, I mean, it's very important for your conversion, all the stuff. But it all depends on your product, on your bundling, on your market, how the competitors are doing in your market. Are they doing well? Are they doing well because they're the only people there? Or they're doing well because they're very well optimized? So that's a decision that you can make, and you can need to study. And that's why it takes hours to validate your competitors and make sure how you can go ahead of them. And if I have someone who has 500, 300, 200 reviews, but making sales, but they don't have the same bundle I'm going to come with, I might be able to compete. But very vague question, not enough details to go on. Any advice on how I can get reviews on my recently launched product? So the first one, you can, as I said, you can do soft launch. Get the soft launch. You're going to go with the soft launch. Once you get the soft launch, you'll be able to get some reviews from your friends, families, or whoever you have connected with, and that's going to help you to get the first reviews. Or you can do a soft launch on Manychat. There's so many ways you can do it, but all we need in the beginning 3 to 5 reviews, and then when you do the hard launch, you'll be able to get the rest of the big reviews. So far, when I checked, let me just check now, see how many reviews we have on the product that we already. The product that I told you about last Wednesday, I told it was 69 reviews, but now how many we have? Let me tell you, man. Okay, we have 75 reviews now. 75 reviews. So you will get them slowly and surely, because it's all like the egg and the chicken thing. You know, who comes first, the chicken or the egg? Is the reviews or the sales? And they're all connected. So you need to have reviews to get sales. You need sales to get reviews. So I'll establish the reviews first, get the momentum in sales. And when the momentum comes and I build on it with external traffic, I'll be able to increase my sales, which means my reviews are going to go up as well. So that's the chicken and the egg dilemma. How do you guys make sure that you're not infringing on anybody's patent or intellectual property when you get your private label product? That's my concern before I start. You can go to Google Patent and you can go ahead and search for those products. You can go ahead and search if there's anything similar. At the same time, you can look at the competition and look at the search results, see how many people are selling this product with a high reviews or have been selling for a while. That's also a little indication to tell you, hey, this person selling the same product, there's multiple of them, they're selling for over a year. If there was an issue, they will be addressed, but it's very tricky. So you need to do your own pattern research. There's a place called, so Google Patent is the one, and there's another one called knowem.com, I think. Knowem, KNOWEM.com, also another one you can search for patents. I'm going to get 2 more questions and then I'm done. Done. What's the best PPC strategy which has given you success and lowest ACOS? I don't know how people ask this kind of questions. I don't know. This is not only from our group, from other groups. Which PPC strategy which has given you success and lowest price? This question is basically, people want one formula, but it's not going to happen. There's no one formula for everybody. That's why I can explain so many strategies, but for every product is going to be different. For every market is going to be different. For every approach is going to be different. So for me, what's the best strategy is that you basically try and improve and pivot and keep improving in your listing. That's the only thing you can do. But the best way I have seen is basically with our method that we share with our PPC series and in the PPC series. So I don't know, 7, 8 videos on that. But you need to understand PPC is becoming expensive in general. So if you guys are aiming to have a low price item, $25, $30, and you're thinking you're going to get 10%, 20% ACOS, it's not going to happen. I mean, it might happen if you're not targeting the main keywords. You'll be targeting secondary keywords and you think, oh, my ACOS is amazing, but you're not focused on any other keyword that's good volume that you need to run after. And I see a lot of people sharing fake screens of their wholesale account or retail online arbitrage account. Hey, look, I have 1%, 2%. And once you go and get consultation with them, they will show you how 100% ACOS is very normal after. So for me, I don't very stress on that. All what I care is that my overall sales are very well. And my ACOS now at the supplement is 40, 50% ACOS. But yesterday I made $400 in net profit, $450 in net profit. So do I care about how much I spent? Not really. I care about the overall sales, about the exposure I get. And I'm going to share it with you right now also for you guys to see. Look at that. Look at that. Look at these. I didn't do nothing for these. They go by themselves. I build. This is no give or nothing. This product has already been selling for a long time. Okay. And already we sold 9 units, not even. So I don't care about that. All what I care about is how much I'm making net profit at the end. But people really, they do not want to rank. They don't want to rank for the keyword, pay upfront to rank. But then they complain, why am I having my high ACOS all the time? Yes, because you didn't do the hard work from the beginning. You didn't rank. If you rank right away and you start ranking for this keyword and you already have your own place, your ACOS is going to go low no matter what. It's going to go low, okay? And you start building on it. But if you keep, like, this is how it is. In the beginning, I spent a lot of money. Let's say I spent $1,000 to make sure I rank. Now, I spent $1,000 and my PPC is going to be medium ACOS or medium spending, let's say. I mean, medium, this is not the measurement, but let's say okay ACOS. Now, what people are trying to do, instead of spending $1,000 right away and ranking right away and lowering their ACOS, no, they're trying to do it over time. So spending $1,000, they're going to spend $20 a day for the next of I don't know how many years, and they say, oh, my ACOS is high. Yes, because you're not spending enough to rank for the keyword, and every time you're ranking, you're dropping. Every time you're ranking, you're dropping. Every time you're ranking, you're dropping. Instead of doing this, rank all of a sudden, and then if you drop a little bit, it's okay. You're having momentum with PPC, which is helping you to keep going. That's the issue. But I wish I can solve everybody's problem. I truly would love to. I wish I had enough time in the day to be able to help. What's the best and most accurate way to calculate the total FBA fees on your product? You can go to FBA calculator, Amazon FBA calculator. You can do it, or you can do it through Helium 10, or you can do Jungle Scout, Viral Launch. They all have these tools to calculate it. Helium 10 has a very nice feature where actually, all of them, where you can customize also the packaging, which is going to help you to see if you can do any modification to the packaging. You might save a lot of FBA fees. So that's the one. Barry, Stoyan says, give Saad some love and hit the like button. Thank you so much, Stoyan. I really appreciate you, man. And thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate you, man. And I hope you guys give me a like if you want. I don't want to pressure you, honestly. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want, I'm not going to ask for it anymore, honestly. Information is there. I want it to be good, and that's it. If this works. If it doesn't work, no problemo. This was a great session, Saad. Thanks for this and for free info. I appreciate it, and I will use it. Thank you so much, Joanna, Joanne, and I appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys are here. Trust me, getting good information that you're going to apply, and I'm guarantee you're going to be well. But, apply them and try to do it. Nice session, joined late, but good info. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate you, man. And I hope you like the content so far. And watch the last Wednesday. It's I'm very bad at how to do my thumbnails and how to name the titles. I don't know how to make it marketer, but the information is really awesome. Really awesome. Go ahead and watch it. It's how to launch your product in 14 days or something like that. It's really awesome information that you're going to learn a lot, and it's going to put a lot of things in perspective for you. The other thing, Ginger, Nancy said, Joanne Murphy, our free RA mini course is coming very soon, and we'll answer a lot of basic selling questions. So stay tuned. Yes, 100% is actually my fault. We have it already ready. Everything is done, but I haven't recorded yet. I have been a little bit busy because preparing for the San Francisco speech. I'm not going to be talking about a lot of stuff in depth because all the subjects have been taken. So I'm going to talk only about my journey, how I started from nothing and until making good income for myself, and also how to find good products on Amazon, or the methods that you can find products on Amazon. Nothing in depth, but hey, you got to work your way from the bottom to the top, right? But Amanda says, great info, and thanks. Thank you so much, Amanda, for tuning in and staying in. Guys, I think this is the end of today's session. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are true giants, the true people who are really, really dedicated to make their business. I hope you guys have your joining the 100K challenge, which is we're providing to help you in your business. Have yourself a commitment for yourself, not for me, not for Amazon FBA Giant, not for Nancy, not for anybody. You're doing it for yourself. Go out there, take the challenge of 100K. See if you have it in you to make $8,000 or $8,300 per month in sales, not much, and be able to dream big. The same thing that I said, I'm going to reach 10K. We see how much we're struggling, but we're going to keep going. I'm going to give it what I can. I'm going to pay attention to what I can control and forget the rest of it. So do the same. I hope you really guys take it. And also don't forget to enter our monthly contest where you can get the chance to win a consultation with me, because a lot of you are reaching out to me for a consultation. But you can get a chance to get a free 30 minutes consultation with me, or you can get a listing creation optimization for your product, or you can get a website for free, or also you can get a Manychat Flow that ready. We give it to you that you can upload to your own Manychat. So that's all the things that we have. I hope you guys enjoyed your day. I hope you guys are ready to go and hustle. I'm leaving after this to go a little bit and start working in a few things. But guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you next Wednesday. Take care, everybody.